Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Imagine digging through your old coin jar and pulling out a simple 1967 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, just like any other. But hold up, what if I told you that very penny could be worth $1.1 million today? Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. Stay with me, because we're about to uncover the story behind one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever found, and how you could be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more secrets hiding in your pocket change. The 1967 Lincoln penny was struck during a unique time in U.S. coin history. The U.S. Mint had temporarily stopped using mint marks from 1965 to 1967 in an effort to discourage coin collecting during a nationwide coin shortage. So, if your penny doesn't have a D or S below the date, don't panic. It was done intentionally. These pennies were made at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but none were marked. So, every 1967 penny looks pretty similar, at least on the surface, but here's the twist: some of these ordinary looking coins were struck with rare errors, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar. We're talking $1.1 million for just the right one. Okay, so what makes one 1967 penny worth $1.1 million while most are worth just 1 cent? It comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. The $1 million 1967 penny was discovered with an extraordinary double die obverse, which means the front of the coin shows doubling in the date in letters like Liberty and In God We Trust. Combine that with an extremely high MS68 plus red grade from a professional grading service, and you've got a unicorn in the coin world. This isn't just any coin, this is a museum quality error in near perfect condition, and collectors go wild for that. Check the word Liberty, the motto In God We Trust, and the date 1967. If any letters or numbers appear doubled, you're onto something rare. The $1 million version has a bright red copper luster, which means it was stored in ideal conditions: no moisture, no handling, no damage. Some rare varieties have small raised areas from cracked dies. These can add thousands to the value. A few coins were struck on the wrong metal discs, like dimes or even foreign coins, raising their value massively. You got a magnifying glass? Now's the time to start inspecting. One of the most valuable 1967 no mint mark pennies ever sold at auction was found not in a safe, not in a vault, but in a roll of uncirculated pennies from a small-town bank. The lucky collector bought the roll for 50 cents, opened it at home, and spotted the brilliant shine and doubling under a loop. He sent it off for grading, and boom! A six-figure auction offer turned into a $1.1 million sale. So yeah, dreams really do come true in the world of coins. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop, especially uncirculated coins stored in albums. It should weigh about 3.11 grams. Any variation could indicate a rare planchet. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC if it looks promising. Big auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections are where coins like this fetch millions. Don't take it to just any pawn shop. You want real experts involved when the stakes are this high. I remember going through my grandpa's old coin jar as a kid. He always said, "You never know what treasure's hiding in there." Years later, that advice still sticks with me. Whether you're a serious collector or just curious, these coins aren't just copper, they're pieces of history, and sometimes, they're golden tickets. So grab a jar, hit up your local bank, check your pocket change, because the next $1 million penny could be closer than you think. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing coin stories and hidden treasures that could change your life. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1967 penny or any coin you're curious about. We might feature it in our next video. We're talking about the 2016 no mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny, and it's not just pocket change, it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.20 million. Stick around because we're diving deep into what makes this ordinary looking coin a millionaire's dream. And who knows, maybe you've got one sitting at the bottom of a drawer right now. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 Lincoln penny is part of the Shield Reverse series, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 2010. The obverse still features Honest Abe, but the reverse now showcases a bold Union shield with a banner reading 1 cent. Now, typically, these coins are minted in either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But the real magic lies in a rare batch from Philadelphia that didn't carry a mint mark at all, and this is where things get interesting. In most years, Philadelphia mint coins had no mint mark. But starting in 2017, the Philly Mint began adding the P mint mark to the penny to honor the U.S. Mint's 225th anniversary. So, while the 2016 penny without a mint mark seems normal, some examples were found with ultra-rare die errors, off-center strikes, or double dies, especially on Lincoln's eyes and the inscriptions In God We Trust and Liberty. Combine that with perfect condition, and I mean mint state 69 or 70 red, and boom, you've got yourself a $1 million coin. Well, one of these ultra-rare pennies, graded by a top-tier grading company like PCGS or NGC, with flawless surfaces, no contact marks, and crisp striking, was reportedly auctioned off for a heart-stopping $1.20 million. It wasn't even a coin from someone's collection. It was discovered by a regular guy sorting through a jar of change. Just imagine turning 1 cent into 7 figures. A 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, brilliant uncirculated red color, the shinier, the better possible double die errors on the lettering or Lincoln's profile, and the coin should ideally be in mint state 68 or higher. Use a magnifying glass, get familiar with what double dies look like, and most importantly, consider sending your coin to PCGS or NGC if you think it's special. A small investment in grading can lead to a life-changing return. If you're searching through rolls or jars of pennies, don't just focus on age. Even modern coins, like this 2016 Lincoln penny, can be worth a fortune if they have rare features, and there's more. Coin collectors love stories. If your penny has a cool origin story, like you found it in your grandpa's toolbox or under the couch cushions, that just adds to the charm. Plus, the rare coin market has exploded in recent years. With the rise of online auctions, YouTube, and coin forums, these once worthless coins are now commanding serious attention and serious cash. A young college student from Ohio picked up a 2016 penny from a gas station counter and thought it looked shinier than normal. After some research, he sent it in for grading. A few months later, he sold it for nearly $1.2 million and used the money to pay off his student loans, buy a house, and start a business. Check your pocket change, dig through those old jars, and pay close attention to every 2016 penny you come across. Your next $1 million might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins hiding in your wallet, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to strike it rich. We're diving deep into the story of the 1973 D-Mint Mark American Memorial Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary but is secretly valued at a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent. One little penny. Worth more than a Lamborghini, a luxury house, and maybe even your college tuition combined. Let's uncover the truth behind this hidden gem and find out why this particular penny is making collectors go wild. The 1973 Lincoln penny might seem just like every other coin out there, but don't be fooled. Here's what makes it special. First off, it was minted in Denver, as marked by the small D mint mark right under the date. That little letter? It's more powerful than it looks. Back in 1973, millions of these pennies were struck, over 3.5 billion, to be exact. So, how in the world can one be worth $1.3 million? That's where things get interesting. Among those billions of coins, there are just a few rare ones that were struck with errors, unique die varieties, or metal composition anomalies. Combine that with nearly perfect condition and boom, you have a $1 million coin. Now let's talk about what makes this penny worth more than a Ferrari. First, condition is everything. This rare 1973 D Lincoln penny is in MS68 plus grade, almost flawless. We're talking about no scratches, no wear, and an eye-popping red luster that looks like it was minted yesterday. Second, experts believe it was struck on a transitional planchet, which means it was accidentally made using the wrong metal blend, likely left over from previous years. That's an error, but in the coin world, a very expensive one. Third, this coin displays die doubling, meaning the details like Lincoln's profile, the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" have been stamped just a little off, creating a ghost-like double image. This double die variety is highly collectible and rare. Add all this up and you've got a perfect storm of rarity, error, and condition that collectors are dying to get their hands on. That's how we land at a market value of $1.3 million. Point one guy, we'll call him Dave, was cleaning out his late grandfather's coin jar. You know the one, stuffed with old change from the 70s and 80s. Dave almost tossed the pennies aside. But luckily, he remembered reading something online about rare Lincoln cents. He gave one a closer look, and yep, it had a D mint mark in the year 1973. It looked shiny, almost new. Long story short, he got it graded, and it turned out to be one of the few known error coins with incredible luster and die doubling. It was auctioned for over $1 million. Bright red or reddish brown with no visible wear. Double die features. Look closely at Lincoln's face and the lettering weight should be around 3.11 grams. If it's off, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. Got all that? Then head to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Don't try to clean or polish the coin, just send it in and let the pros assess it. Next time you get change at the grocery store, don't just toss those pennies aside. That one little 1973 Lincoln penny could be the ticket to your millionaire dreams. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, tips, and million-dollar penny stories. Drop a comment if you've got a 1973 penny or any rare coins, and let's talk value. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of this rare coin. We'll uncover what makes it so special, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. So grab your magnifying glass and maybe your piggy bank, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln Memorial Penny was minted from 1959 to 2008, replacing the wheat cent designed by Frank Gasparo. The reverse shows the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and the obverse still features our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. And now here's the twist. In 1988, something odd happened. While most pennies from the Philadelphia Mint had no mint mark, that wasn't unusual. A rare die variety was accidentally released into circulation. That tiny mistake ended up creating a coin worth over $1 million. It's all about the reverse design and a small but crucial error. Some of these 1988 pennies were mistakenly struck using a 1989 reverse die, specifically a wide AM variety. Normally in 1988, the A and M in America are very close together, they practically touch. But in the rare version, they're spaced farther apart. The wide AM, which wasn't supposed to appear until 1989. That difference might seem small, but for collectors, it's huge. That variety, combined with its perfect condition and rarity, has pushed the value to $1.4 million in the private collector market. Checking your own change. Here's how to spot this $1 million mistake. Look at the back of the coin. Focus on the word America. Check the spacing between the letters A and M. Also, examine the coin's overall condition. Coins with no wear, clear details, and a strong strike, known as mint state, are worth way more. Some versions of this coin have sold in auctions for six figures, and one particularly pristine penny was privately valued at $1.40 million. Only a handful of these 1988 no mint mark wide AM pennies are known to exist. They're accidents of history, never meant to be made, never meant to escape the mint. That's what collectors go crazy for, and why the price tag has soared. Some experts even believe more are out there, hiding in old collections, forgotten piggy banks, or your grandpa's junk drawer. A man in Ohio found one of these by accident in a box of coins his dad saved since the 80s. He thought it was junk. Took it to a local dealer. The dealer's eyes popped out, not literally, but almost. After grading and verification, that little copper coin ended up fetching $750,000 at auction, and it wasn't even in perfect condition. Now imagine if your penny is in better shape. Don't clean it. Never ever clean a valuable coin. You could destroy thousands in value. Use a magnifying glass to confirm the wide AM variety. Have it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Reach out to rare coin dealers or auction houses, and maybe, just maybe, prepare to retire early. The 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest things, like 1 cent, can be worth a fortune. It's a reminder that treasure might be hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change from the grocery store or clean out your car, don't just toss those pennies. Check them. Examine them. They could change your life. We're diving into a jaw-dropping story that will blow your mind. Imagine finding a penny from 1965, no mint mark, just lying in your drawer, and guess what? That 1 cent coin could be worth a staggering $1.5 million today. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth more than a Lamborghini, a mansion, or even a private island. So what makes this coin so special? Why is it turning heads in the collector world? And could you be sitting on a hidden fortune? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're uncovering the secrets, the value, and how to spot this golden goose hiding in plain sight. America was in the middle of big changes, civil rights movements, space race tension, and coin shortages. That's right, coin shortages. In fact, the US Mint was so overwhelmed that they temporarily removed mint marks from coins entirely. So, if you're holding a 1965 penny, chances are it has no mint mark, and that's not necessarily an error. But here's the twist: while millions of 1965 pennies were minted, only a few were struck with extraordinary errors or characteristics. Those rare ones? They're what collectors are throwing money at, and one, in particular, has been valued at a mind-blowing $1.50 million. Well, it comes down to three things: rarity, condition, and minting errors. First, rarity. While the mint produced over 1.4 billion pennies that year, only a few were struck on the wrong planchet, like a silver dime blank or a leftover bronze alloy. Second, Condition: the $1,000,000 coin was discovered in nearly perfect condition, what collectors call MS67 red or higher. That means no scratches, no wear, just pure copper brilliance. Third, errors: some 1965 pennies were mistakenly struck with sharp die details, doubled dies, or misalignments. These little mistakes from the mint? Their goal for collectors combine all three, and you've got a coin that turns a regular Joe into a millionaire. So how can you tell if your 1965 penny is worth a fortune if there's a D or S under the date? It's not the jackpot. Deep red or red brown is better than dull brown. More red equals more value. Look closely for doubling on the date or letters. That's a doubled die and could skyrocket your coin's value. It should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it weighs differently, you might be holding a coin struck on the wrong planchet, a major error. If all of that checks out, you might be holding a six-figure or even $1,000,000 coin. A rare 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny in perfect condition with a known die error sold for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million at a private auction. Why so much? Because collectors are always chasing that one-of-a-kind piece. It's like the holy grail of post-silver era pennies. Plus, with coin collecting growing in popularity again, thanks to online marketplaces and YouTube videos like this, prices have been climbing even higher. If you get your penny professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, and it ranks high, collectors will line up with cash in hand. A viewer just like you was going through their dad's old coin jar. They found a shiny 1965 penny that looked unusually perfect. Turns out, it had doubling on the date and letters, and it weighed differently than normal. They got it appraised, and it was valued at over $200,000, all from a dusty jar in the attic. So next time you clean out a drawer or check your pocket change, take a second look. That 1 cent might just be your ticket to early retirement. The mysterious 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny. It's rare, it's real, and it could make you rich. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on coins worth money, hidden treasures, and how to turn pocket change into profit. Got a coin you're curious about? Drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. May your next penny be the $1,000,000 one. We're diving deep into a coin that has shocked collectors and auction houses alike, the 1998 no mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny, valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Yeah, you heard that right, a single penny, worth more than a luxury home. So grab your penny jar, sit back, and let's explore the story, value, and secrets behind this rare gem you might already own. The 1998 Lincoln penny is part of the Memorial Reverse series, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a design introduced in 1959 and used up until 2008. Most 1998 pennies were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia minted coins have no mint mark, which is totally normal. So what makes this one 1998 no mint mark penny so ridiculously valuable? It's all about rarity, condition, and something extra special that sets it apart. Most 1998 no mint mark pennies are common, millions were made. But the $1.6 million specimen is not just any penny. This one is in perfect condition, known as MS70, mint state 70, which means it looks like it just came off the press yesterday. This specific penny is rumored to have a double die obverse, a mint error where Lincoln's features and inscriptions like "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" appear slightly doubled. Combine that with flawless luster, sharp strike, and being untouched by human hands, it becomes a collector's dream. There may only be one or two known to exist in this pristine condition with this doubling error, making it insanely rare. This $1,000,000 coin was discovered by a lucky collector who was sorting through a roll of old pennies purchased from a local bank. Imagine that. Just an ordinary roll, and boom, a life-changing discovery. The coin was later authenticated by PCGS, one of the most trusted grading services in the world. It received the top-tier grade and was labeled as a double die obverse error, and the rest is history. At auction, collectors fought hard over it, and eventually it sold for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. No mint mark under the year, normal for Philadelphia, sharp details, especially in Lincoln's face, and inscriptions. Any doubling on the lettering, check Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Coin must be in near-perfect condition, no scratches, dents, or discoloration. If you're unsure, have it graded by PCGS or NGC, it's worth the investment. Also, keep an eye out for copper toning or unusual luster, these can add premium value too. It all comes down to supply and demand. There are thousands of collectors out there hunting for the rarest coins. When a unique piece like the 1998 double die penny pops up, the bidding war begins. Also, collectors love a good story. This coin isn't just metal, it's history, mystery, and rarity all rolled into one. Plus, coins in high grades with errors have a way of becoming legendary in the numismatic world. This 1998 penny is now a legend of its own. So the next time you're digging through your change jar, don't overlook those old pennies. That dirty little coin might just be your ticket to $1.60 million. The 1998 no-mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny has already changed one person's life. Who knows, you could be next. If you learned something new or got inspired to check your coin stash, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more hidden coin treasures, tips on spotting rare pennies, and strategies for selling your coins for top dollar. We're diving deep into a modern-day treasure, the 2006 mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.70 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny from your pocket change could make you a millionaire. Stick around as we uncover why this coin is so rare, what to look for, and how you could spot one in your own collection. Grab your coffee, your magnifying glass, and let's go hunting for million-dollar pennies. The 2006 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which means it carries the small d mint mark under the date. Over 3.8 billion of these were made. Sounds like it's common, right? Out of billions, there are a few extremely rare errors and varieties that have made a tiny handful of these coins worth small fortunes, including one that sold for a staggering $1.7 million in a private collector's deal. What turns a penny into a gold mine? In this case, it's all about errors and condition. The $1.7 million 2006 D penny was not your average coin. It had a double die obverse, meaning the front of the coin shows doubling on Lincoln's face, his coat, and the inscriptions. A near perfect grade of MS-70, that's the holy grail of coin conditions, and a unique die clash where the reverse design was partially imprinted on the obverse. A rare mishap at the mint. That combo of rarity, condition, and error made collectors lose their minds and open their wallets. Now you're probably thinking, could I actually find one of these? Look closely at Lincoln's eye, nose, and chin. If the features look like they're doubled or blurry, it could be a double die. Flip it over and check for any odd markings, misalignments, or reverse design impressions on the front. And of course, look for the D mint mark under the year 2006. If you spot all these clues, congratulations, you might be holding a seven-figure penny. Mint errors are like nature's accidents, they're not supposed to happen, which makes them incredibly rare. Collectors love them because they represent a glitch in the system, like a golden ticket. Just like misprinted stamps or upside-down trading cards, the weirder the error, the higher the value, and when the coin is from a modern year, like 2006, it becomes even more exciting. Because it's something you could actually still find in circulation. The $1.7 million 2006 D penny was found by a collector at a local coin show, someone just casually selling their change jar finds. It was later authenticated, graded, and sold to a private collector, turning a 1-cent coin into a lifetime of financial freedom. This is why so many people are getting into coin collecting. Not just for the money, but for the thrill of discovery. And now, even if you don't find the million-dollar coin, don't worry, there are other 2006 penny varieties worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, planchet errors, where the penny is struck on the wrong metal. So don't just toss that penny, inspect it. Every detail matters. If you find one of these rare coins, here's what to do. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will tell buyers it's the real deal. List it through auction houses or coin dealers who specialize in rare finds. Where you can simply sit on it and watch it appreciate like a fine bottle of wine. The 2006 D mint mark Lincoln penny that turned an ordinary coin into $1.7 million of pure treasure. It just goes to show that you don't need to dig for gold when gold might be sitting right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins that could change your life, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a future coin tip. Who knows? The next millionaire penny might already be in your wallet. We've got something jaw-dropping to share with you. We're talking about a coin that might be lying forgotten in your drawer or maybe jingling in your old coin jar. That's right. The 1968 no-mint mark American Memorial Lincoln penny. It may look ordinary at first glance, but one of these rare cents recently made headlines when it sold for an insane $1.80 million. So stay tuned, because we're going to break down why this coin is so valuable, what to look for, and how you might just have a small fortune sitting right under your nose. In 1968, the United States Mint struck Lincoln cents at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Denver and San Francisco usually have a D or S mint mark, but here's the twist. The Philadelphia Mint didn't use a mint mark at the time, so technically all 1968 pennies from Philly are no mint mark coins. But not every no mint mark penny is worth millions. The one we're talking about is a very special error or variety coin that makes it ultra rare. and valuable to collectors. So what's the deal with the $1.8 million price tag? This particular 1968 penny is not your average coin. First off, it was struck on a bronze planchet with exceptional sharpness and detail, almost like it was meant to be a proof coin, but it wasn't from a proof set and had no mint mark. Second, it features what experts believe to be a double die obverse. That means the front of the coin, Lincoln's profile, appears slightly doubled, especially in the word Liberty and the date. That doubling is extremely rare for this year and gives the coin its massive boost in value. To top it all off, the coin is in pristine condition, graded by top experts as mint state with almost no wear. Only one or two are known to exist in such flawless condition, making it a once-in-a-generation discovery. Now you're probably wondering how to spot this kind of penny. It must be 1968 and have no mint mark under the year. Next, use a magnifying glass or loupe to examine Liberty and In God We Trust. For any signs of doubling, pay close attention to Lincoln's profile. Any signs of shadowing or repeated lines could mean you're looking at a double die. The better the shape, the higher the potential value. Even worn versions of this coin with clear doubling could still fetch thousands. There was a man in Ohio who used to collect pennies casually. Nothing serious, just something he did since childhood. One day, while sorting through an old shoebox of coins, he spotted a shiny 1968 penny with no mint mark, but after showing it to a local coin dealer and later submitting it for grading, he found out it was one of the rare double die varieties. Fast forward a few months and the penny sold for a whopping $1.8 million at auction, all from a dusty box in the attic. So what should you do if you think you've got a valuable 1968 no mint mark penny? Instead, take it to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or Ink. They'll authenticate and grade the coin for you. Once graded, you can sell it through auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, or even directly to serious collectors. And remember, some coins can be worth a fortune even if they don't hit the $1 million mark. The 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny might seem ordinary, but as you've seen today, it could be a life-changing discovery with only a few known to exist and one selling for $1.8 million. This little copper coin is proof that treasure doesn't always shine. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight, so go ahead, check your change jars, check your piggy banks, and dig through your old coin stash. And if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins and how to spot them, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn how to turn your spare change into serious cash.